social media managers, you can't absolutely create a good content if you don't have content calendar. Content calendar is our brain as a social media manager. It is where we brainstorm contents with our client. It is where we generate content ideas. It is also where we plan those content ideas that we gather or we generated. And the most important thing, it is where we monitor and track ideas. If that idea is really for client or it is not going to achieve our client's goal. And here's what to include in your monthly content calendar as social media manager. But first, go and grab your laptop, iPad, computer, or whatever it is, because on this video, I will show you on how to create a monthly content calendar in Notion, because I know you know, guys, that I am only using Notion Content Calendar as my project management tool as a social media manager. And in case you don't have Notion, check the description box. I will put the link below and go ahead, create your own account, because in Notion, you can't do anything without an account in Notion. Are you ready? Let's go. This page, you have an option. You can make this as your social media manager dashboard and be organized to add a specific page for all of the content calendar. So if I want to create a content calendar for myself, I will create a page or add a page and name this page as my content calendar. So you have an option to add an icon here. Let's say I want a diamond. And you also have an option to add a cover here. But before that, you need to go to Canva, create a page with 15 by 600 px. Since my branding, let's say it's color green, I want green color, and I want a text that said content calendar. There. So you have an option to edit this and make it more aesthetic the way you want it. And let's download this page. Once downloaded, you need to upload the file. Go to download. There you go. You have that content calendar already. And on this content calendar page, you have an option to make the full width of the page. So I always make every page of my Notion calendar full width, so I can maximize the space like this. So see the difference. It's very important in a calendar is to always have that calendar view. Whenever you are adding any features inside this page, you just need to click this plus sign and then find the calendar view, and there you have it. We have now calendar view or the content calendar. Then you have an option to hide this database title, so there's no a lot of text included. And then feel free to create content ideas inside this calendar. So whenever you are adding content ideas, just click this plus sign on a specific date that you want to post that content. So for example, today is May 22 and I want to create content for May 29. I just need to click this plus sign and let's say idea 1. You have an option to add an icon if you want to be so aesthetic. So on that page, we call it cards, because whenever we exit this page, it looks like this. But in every content calendar, we need to make it more strategic. So how we can do that? As a social media manager, you need date plus edit this property, because you need to make this content pillars. So before creating content calendar, make sure that you already create content pillars. Other than the content pillars, you also need a status of the content. And let's add a goal of each content ideas. I always add the goal for me to know is that content really achieves the goal of the client. So what you will put here is the goal of your client or the social media goals, such as awareness, followers, leads, engagement. This is just an example, and I am just showing you how to create content calendar, but each client goal is very different one. That's why you need to put your client social media goals here. Depends on your client social media goal, of course. And then, other than those four, we also need to include the platform. So, as a social media manager, there are clients who wants to repost the content that we have edited to other social media platforms. That's why we need to add this platform, but this is optional. If you are only handling Instagram, no need to add this. But if you are also reposting the content from Instagram to Facebook, to TikTok, to YouTube, you need to include what platform that client wants to repost the content. Let's say the client wants to repost that content to Facebook, to TikTok, to YouTube, and Instagram. Alright. So, on these colors, you have an option to change that if you want those colors like the logo of each platform. Feel free to change that. YouTube is red, Instagram is purple. Alright. And then, after the platform, of course, very important, please don't forget this part is the URL or where we put the link of the raw footage folder. So we will name this as raw footage. This is where we put the folder that we have created for a specific content. I will explain that later. That's all the property that we need to have inside the calendar or inside of each idea. So what we did is called property here in Notion. After we do that, of course, we are not able to see that to this calendar view. There, we are only seeing the idea one. So for us to see those status, those content pillars, goal, platforms, or any other property that we have created, you need to click these three dots, which we called settings, and then click these properties and toggle this eye for us to see the content pillars. I want to see the goal. I want to see the platform. I also want to see the status of that content. And there we are able to see the goal, the platform, status. Since hindi tayo naglagay ng status, kaya wala siya dyan. We will now put the status. On every content calendar that I have created for client, I am creating the idea status, needs to be edited status, needs caption, needs a real cover, needs approval, approve, needs revision, and of course, posted or scheduled. Alright. So, you have an option to choose what status that you want to put on this content idea. Let's just say this is only an idea and we don't have the finalized content idea yet. Yeah, and since we don't have the content pillar, let's put content pillar 1, content pillar 2, and let's copy this, enter, content pillar 3, content pillar 4. There you have it. So we have content pillar 4, but let's say we only have the content pillar 2 for this content idea. And now we are able to see the content pillar, the goal, the platform, and the status of this content idea. Hindi pa dyan nagtatapos. On my content calendar, inside this content idea, this is where we brainstorm the content ideas that we want to create for client. That's why I am always doing this. Click this and add a color. Let's say our theme is color green. And this is the content idea. And if you want to design it, I will make it bold. And since whenever I am creating content idea, I have some inspirational content, I will put an inspirational content, make it bold, Control B, and add a color green. And then, of course, we need the shot list in case content idea or this specific content idea needs to film by client. After the shot list, we have the caption and the hashtags here in the bottom. Bold and color it green. On this shot list, I always make this as a to-do list. Let's say I want client to film her sipping coffee on her office. Then when the client's already filmed this, she will just click check. And she's done with it. And on this part, this is where we use this property, the raw footage. So reason why we include this or we added this part, it is because in every content idea we create, we will copy the title of the content idea, Control C, and create a folder, the name of the idea, and then make sure that the link is visible to anyone or to your client. That's why once you have created the folder, you need to copy the link of the folder. Sure, copy link, go back to your calendar, and put the link here, paste it, and that's it. Then, you just need to instruct your client that whenever they have filmed this shot list, they need to click that link and add the shot list here. So, it is easiest for you to find the footage that you need to edit for this content idea. And you have to do the same thing for other content ideas. That's why whenever you have content that needs client to film it, make sure that you create a folder in a Google Drive and let the client upload the content inside that folder. This is also a hack for you guys. If you don't want to always create like this, you need to click this button and add a template. New template, but make sure before that, we need to copy this muna para hindi na tayo mag-create. So, click this button. And since kanina nag-click na tayo, 'di ba? We just need to edit this and i-paste natin siya dyan para ayan na yun. Pero syempre, hindi naman always may shot list, kaya ganan lang gawin natin. So whenever I want to create a content idea, I want the title to be an idea. The date is always now. Now, ibig sabihin, whenever we create content idea, I want the date to be dated today whenever I am creating content idea. But you can change that after, which I will show you as well. And the platform is Instagram. Let's say this is the main platform that we are creating content. And the status is always idea since it is not finalized idea. And if I want to make it more aesthetic, I want this color green. And that's it. But of course, don't forget to set it as default. So, whenever we create content idea or we add content idea here, click this plus, and that will automatically create it for you, and you just need to fill out all of the details here. And then, another one, automatically created na siya. Pero naman, if we don't have that, let's say we need to delete it, let's say, whenever we click add sign, ganun lang siya. So, we need to always edit, add color, add those kind of text. And that's how we create content calendar with the calendar view. But of course, I know, nakikita nyo, Shara, bakit yung sa yung calendar is iba? Bakit may mga idea tracker? So actually, you can do that as well. We need to color this as green because that is our theme. And put idea tracker there. And add sign or plus sign. Create a table view. Kapag lumabas to, and if you want to connect this idea tracker to this calendar view, link to existing database, and this one. There. Diyan mo makikita yung mga content na created mo na. Pero syempre, hindi naman. Naayusin pa natin to. I want the date na nandito sa dulo. The name of the idea is here, and I want this na not so wide. The content pillar is, pwede yan dyan. The platform, I want this here. The raw footage, I don't want the raw footage here. I don't want to see the raw footage. That's why I need to click these 3 dots and click property. I don't want to see the raw footage. That's why I'm gonna hide it. On this view, I am able to see each goal, each content pillar easily compared to this calendar view. We can also hide this database title, and we have to sort this per date so we can easily check what content needs to be edited for the upcoming day. Save for everyone so everyone can see this kind of setup. If there's no content pillar added, you just need to add a content pillar, make it look organized, and add a platform. Let's say I want to post this on TikTok alone. TikTok, and this is for YouTube. Add a goal, all awareness. Let's just say, this is just an example for you to know that it's very easy this way other than clicking each card on this calendar view, because if you want to add any property here, we just have to click this and add this idea. But if it is on this list view or table view, it is very easy for us to add and organize the content idea. And then let's say we don't have date for this content idea, it's very easy for us to put a date. I want to post this on June 1. I want to post this on June 2. I want to post this on June 3. And this part is, we don't have idea title. So let's say this is idea 2 and this is idea 3. Shara, hindi lang yan. May nakita ko na may board views of idea ka din. So yes, ganun din siya. We have to color it as green. Depende sa'yo kung gusto mo colorful, you can do that as well. And board views of idea. So, on this board views of idea, same lang din siya. Naka-board nga lang siya. Ito naman is naka-table. Click the plus sign. Hanapin natin yung board view, which is this one. And syempre, just same nung kanina, we have to link it to existing database. And itong database na to, which is our content calendar. And since nakikita nyo yung ganyan, Shara, bakit naman ganan yan? Iba naman yung nakita ko sa'yo. Siyempre, idea lahat ng status natin eh. If we will change it, eto, gagawin natin needs to be edited. Ayan, lilipat na siya. So, ito naman ay needs caption, lilipat na siya. Ito naman needs real cover. Ito naman is needs approval, and so on and so on. It looks needy, it looks nice. And same thing with other, we need to hide this para medyo aesthetic siya, and click the 3 dots and show other properties that we want to see on each card. The goal, the platform, also the status, hindi na natin kailangan yan kasi naka-base to sa status para malaman natin ano yung content idea na under idea pa at needs i-finalize. Ano naman yung content idea na kailangan ng real cover? Hala, bakit ganun? Ano naman yung content idea na kailangan ng caption? Tapos, tatanungin niyo ko, Shara, bakit naman nauna pa yung needs revision sa needs caption? Ano yung nire-revise agad bago i-caption? No need to panic. We can just switch them. So, for example, ayan, needs to be edited. Dito siya. Needs caption, needs real cover posted. And ayan. So, you can always switch it up the way you want it as long as you are comfortable using it. So, there you have it. We have the content calendar already. And of course, if we have the content calendars, if we have the content ideas that ready to share it for client, we just need to click this share button and add the email of your client here. So, let's say social with Shara at gmail.com. So, don't always choose the full access, always choose the can edit. And then, invite them, and whenever you see this pop up, always skip for now para hindi ka ma-charge. Whenever you choose the upgrade to member, ayan, magiging dalawa yung member niyan. Ito kasi si Notion is nagcha-charge siya every month per member. So, kapag dalawa na yung member, so si Notion kasi is $10 per month, so magiging $20 per month yung babayaran mo. And you know what other perks in Notion is that it is not just for your monthly content calendar or for your client's content calendar. Why? By the way, this video is not sponsored, and I hope it is. Because in Notion, you can make this your own project management tool, not just for your client. I have everything in there as a social media manager. So I have my to-do list that I plan each day of the month. As someone handling multiple clients and have life outside social media, I of course need to manage my time as a social media manager, business owner, and of course, as 20s who wants to explore the world. And I also track my clients here I have 2023, 2024, and 2025 tracker. And of course, my free resources for social media managers who wants to start social media management. This is where I create that free resources. That's why if you don't have this copy, feel free to grab your copy in the description box. Again, you don't need to pay for this. It is free. And of course, I also became an organized person because of this tool, because everything that I do for my personal life and for my social media management clients is in here in Notion. Plus, bonus, it is very aesthetic. You have an option to design your own dashboard and make it a mood board or whatever color you want here in Notion. Is it free? Yes, you can use their free option. So, ito yung mga perks, yung mga plans ni Notion. I am currently availing this plus plan. Actually, dati $8 per month yan. Ayan. Ngayon, magtataas na sila ng $10 per member. Pero kung monthly payment mo siya, magiging $12 monthly yan. Pero kung ia-annual mo siya, babayadan, $10 lang. So, makakatipid ka ng $2 per month. Pero naman, if you are someone na who's starting pa lang and may one client, you can actually use their free option. Kasi, okay na siya, unlimited pa din naman siya. It's just that, limited nga lang yung ma-add mong guest. Let's say, sa client mo, yung isang client mo, meron siyang team and 10 sila sa team. So, hanggang dun lang yon. And then, if may mga second client ka na, third client ka na, and if you want to add more people inside the page, ayun, kailangan mo na mag-upgrade kasi you can't do that na kapag 10 pataas. If you don't have account pa kay Notion and you want to try Notion, I will put the link below. Just click it. And if you want to avail this template, feel free to grab it. I will also link it below. Being organized as a social media manager is really important, especially if you want to handle multiple clients. I am not an organized person before, but since I am handling multiple clients, I choose to be organized, and Notion is the best tool or my partner project management tool for me to handle those multiple clients. And if you want to use this tool as well, I will put my template link below that I showed to you earlier. Feel free to grab your own template and be as organized as I am. It also has a tutorial on how to use that template, so you don't need to worry, and I am always here to ask any question about this tool. And of course, if you want to know about social media management, my YouTube channel is for you. I have a lot of resources for you here in my YouTube channel. Feel free to watch this playlist, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.